Oh, I had those done at 42. I had really early cataracts.
oh, well, I want mine done because I'm. Hi guys, I think we're live here. Yes, we are. So
Yes, excellent.
we've got Dean and Tammy, so we're just going to see who comes in. Um, Anne's off sick. She's come down with a cold, and she thought she might be better by today, but she called me this or texted me this morning early and said, I can't make it. So here is my cohort in crime, Kathy.
Yes, and the funny thing is she texted me at 3:30 this morning to ask me if I wanted to join her, and I was actually awake.
She should be glad I didn't phone her.
I wake up at 3:33 every morning. So
you would have thought, oh my God, what's wrong? Brenda's phoning me. Somebody's died. Yeah, that would have been scary. Hi, Helen. Okay, so we've
Brenda
got
knows my horrible sleep schedule. So
yeah, we got Marby. I'm getting these names down, guys. How are you? And Elaine and Dean and Tammy. So yeah, so it's we had a bit of a snowstorm. Real Country Woman. Welcome. Get your name down here before we start. And when I went to church, it was pretty dicey, and I thought, I know it's going to stop in an hour, and it was. But the time
is this your first snowfall this season?
No, not. But things had dried up. We had grass again. We didn't have any.
Oh,
it was one of these coming down sideways, right? The road was really.
Oh, I love them.
It was pretty, but very slippery. So I had to be careful that it didn't slide through a stop sign or anything. Anyway, it took me a little bit longer to get to church this morning, but I knew that an hour later it stopped. The roads were all wet and clean coming home, so it was good. But yeah, at one point it was coming down so bad, I thought, should I turn around? And then I went, no, I can't, because I'm doing communion and I'm doing the collections and they need me. And who knows that there might not be a lot of people that can step in. So anyway, I couldn't believe it. The church was busy, like people, and it was the same when we had the salon. They could close the schools down. They could call a snow day, and every mother in the world would have her bum in a blizzard in that seat in our salon. We would be run off our feet. And originally people would say, "Oh, you girls, you'll get to go home early because we've got a blizzard." No, we were there.
I'm going to church. God is going to protect me on my way.
I'm telling you, these women, they're not going to give up getting their hair done for anything. We used to laugh about it all the time.
Oh, and Saturdays at the beauty shops. I lived in a town with more churches than people. And, oh, yeah, you weren't an elderly lady. That Saturday hairdresser appointment.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. All their regulars got that filled up in advance.
Yeah. And they'd had their appointments booked, and some of them were old. Like, you shouldn't be driving in this weather, Mrs. So-and-so. It's dangerous. Oh, I'll be fine, dear. Don't you worry. And she'd get there. And we used to laugh all the time about it. Yeah, no, we never got to go home early on a snow day when I had the shop because people came in regardless.
Well, I lived in town, so regardless of how much snow, blizzard, or freezing ice we had, I still had to walk that half mile to school every day, uphill both directions, of course.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, I can remember walking to school in a blizzard, and my hair was damp, just slightly damp from being inside, and I got to school.
I sent my son to
curls all over my head, and then I get the headache that comes with having.
Yeah. My son still tells everybody he had a mean mother. And he's 53 now. And he'd say, oh, yeah, major snowstorm we get. And my mother says, put your pants on. You're going to school. He says, there was only one other kid that landed at the school. And they were like up to their waist in snow. He said it was deadly. He says, and we get to the school and then the janitor comes out and says, what are you doing here? It's school's closed. Because my mother said we had to come and she didn't think it was closed. And, it was hilarious. But he tells everybody, my mother sent me to school in a blizzard. You would have thought we lived out in the country. We lived in a survey in a city, right?
I miss snow country. And, it's funny because I complained about the 50 degrees in California cold. And we drop into the 20s here.
Yeah.
Usually right about Christmas time. All the windmills go on to circulate the air to keep the orange fields and crops warm by moving the air, and they they flood it sounds weird to people that don't understand how it works. They flood the crops and water them, and then they turn the windmills on, and people are going, but then they're creating ice. But that water is considerably warmer than the temperature. And yes, it will get an ice crust on it, but because it's warm and then they start running the windmills, it actually creates heat in the orchards and keeps the trees from freezing. Sounds a little backwards, but it really does work. And so at Christmas time, we always joke, we always know we're going to hit that first freeze right around the holidays, because all the farmers are out in the field turning windmills on and tending to the fields versus sitting down and eating Christmas dinner. It's common.
Yeah.
And it sounds like Vietnam, those big windmills, they make a lot of noise. So all you hear is those helicopter blades, because a great big blade.
We have them everywhere, all along Lake Erie.
Yeah. It's not like the ones that are wind generated, the energy generating ones, which are giant and they have 3 blades on them.
Yeah,
those are much lighter.
Yeah, those are the ones we have. But if you stand underneath them, you hear all you hear is right.
These ones are smaller and they're about the size of a helicopter blade at ground level. Like 200 feet above 200 feet, and they spin really fast, and so you get that helicopter sound from them. When you've got one every 50 feet through a crop and you're next door to the crop. And my work building used to be next door. We always heard those wind machines come up, and it sounded like incoming,
Yeah. Wow.
Helene, the answer to your question, because as soon as I saw it, I heard, yes, you're going to be fine.
Crazy. Helene, as well, I took down the original posting of the picture of Ann and I going live, and I changed it to Kathy and I going live because Ann's not feeling well. She's got a cold. And I tossed around, do I go live or do I take a day off and do Christmas baking? And then I went, no, because Kathy always likes to go out with me.
And your guide said, Kathy's awake, just text her.
6 o'clock in the morning here, but it's 3 o'clock.
Here.
And I thought, I know Kathy will be getting up to go to the bathroom and wake up. I know that. Sure enough, she said, yep, I was awake. So she was happy to come and join. She never turns me down unless something's wrong. And if something's wrong, then I wouldn't be out here. So, yeah.
But she wouldn't, I can guarantee you, if I was sick, she would know it because she's called me. How are you doing? You're not doing well, are you?
If I've been thinking about you on my head.
Or I pop up in her head.
Because I know something's going on, and yeah, for sure.
And I get very quiet when I get sick. You go
radio.
Probably the only 2 people I talk to when I'm really, really sick is Dean, because we tend to talk every day, and Snowa, which he's doing great. I got off when I hadn't talked to him in about a week and a half, which is sort of weird. We caught up last night and we talked till midnight. So
super. Okay, so we've got Trend Zone here. Hi, Gerald. Welcome.
Hey, Gerald.
Hope you're doing good. All right, here we go. Okay, so I guess we could start, right? We've got the first one coming in is Dean, and Dean wants to know. What's coming towards me in the next 3 months. Remember, the cards must be kind and pleasant, just like me.
Okay, so I'll make sure if I get something negative, I will lie.
He's laughing. He knows that we don't sugarcoat. Neither does he.
Oh, I think it's funny where you call him your dancing man.
Oh, yeah, Dean, my dancing machine. Yeah.
But he doesn't dance. He sings.
He sings. Well.
He sings all the time.
Wow.
And he loves 70s music, especially.
Oh, awesome.
I'll get on the phone with him. He'll be listening to Carol Carpenter.
Wow.
Which I grew up with. That was the first concert I ever went to. And I know every song on every album because my mom loved her. So, and we'll sit on the phone. I am not a singer. So, yeah.
I've seen almost every country singer of the oldies going back, including Johnny Cash and his wife. And I've seen them all, and all the ones from Hee Haw and everything. But the biggest concert that spun my head was Cher. And it was one of her they said her last of her last, right? And she
Oh
comes
yeah,
out
she had
on
several
that.
last
She
tours.
comes out on that animated elephant in that turquoise Indian outfit.
Oh,
Not the
oh
one.
yeah.
Oh my God, she was amazing. And she's got to be 150 pounds now. And she wears Spanx with everything. And the one
But
song,
150 pounds when you're that tall and that
she
thin
was
to begin
so
with.
she was tiny, right? She was like a size zero when we in her day. So she's put the weight on, the hormones have hit. She's actually, I think, looks better. But I remember the one song she was doing, she's running out of breath, right? I mean, she's in her 70s for God's sake, and she turns to her
And she
band.
dances, and I mean, she doesn't just stand there and sing. She is actively singing.
She turns to her backup singers and she said, "Where the were you? You're here because you're supposed to help me." And they're all laughing, right? And the audience is laughing because she's running out of air. And you could hear when they would come in louder when they have to watch her because they can hear her and know how she is. And if she starts to get out of breath, they come in extra loud
And of course, they hear it much more than we would hear it as
yeah. I
non-professionals.
remember her, she was so funny. And you know her, she'll say whatever she wants to say off the cuff. And she turns to them, she said, where you guys, you're supposed to be here. I'm old, But then she came out with the biker and the bustier and the garters and the bum hanging out. And I mean, she says, I'm all Spanx now, guys. It's all Spanx. I hold everything up there. She looks phenomenal and she can still sing. She is
And
just,
all us women use those things and things from time to time.
I've always loved Cher, but it was a phenomenal show that we saw live.
I think what it is about the Carpenters is I was 9 years old, and as a surprise, my mother and her youngest sister at the time, not the one my age, but the one between us, we're all 10 years apart. I got invited to go with her as a surprise on her sing along tour with that album that came out. That was the big song at the time. And they were pulling kids from local elementary schools to do all the background music on it.
Yeah.
And I was so excited, and I felt so adult, at 9 years old, getting to go to a concert.
Incredible.
My daughter's doing that now with my oldest grandchild. In fact,
I've seen Tom Jones. I was in the second row, and my girlfriend went bananas. And every time
I absolutely love Tom Jones.
Every time he shook, she'd say, "Oh, I can feel his sweat hitting me," and I'd go, "Oh, you're so gross." And
I won't worst this ever.
I put the tickets in the seats, and there we were.
I think he's the one that the underwear started flinging onto stage. I think that's the Tom Jones.
They would throw all the girls would throw their underwear at him and all.
Yeah.
That was part.
I always hoped that they actually brought an extra pair and carried them in the purse.
Years ago, when concerts didn't cost you $1 million to go and see, and it was amazing. But anyway,
I was talking to my daughter, and she said, yeah, she paid $150 for the tickets to the concert she's taking the girls to as a surprise birthday present.
Oh wow!
And because the birthdays are the 9th and the 12th, and I said, I grew up in the era where a concert ticket ran between $8.50 and a really popular concert would be about 10. And so we never missed a beat. Everybody can come up with $10.
Yeah. I actually saw Cher too at the Toronto exhibition when they had a stadium outside. That was the first time I saw her. And then the big final finale, the end of all her tours, concerts type of thing she did. Amazing. But I've seen Neil Sedaka. I've seen just you name it. We pretty much have seen them all. And now they're all.
Neil Sedaka, when I was concert age, was doing his nightclubs in Vegas type.
He came to Niagara Falls to the casino there a couple times, and we saw him. Now he's walking with a cane and all of that. But he started out as a classical pianist. He
performed forever.
Oh yeah. And he's out there on YouTube now. If you look him up, when COVID hit, he was doing these little mini daily concerts. He'd be singing all this old stuff because he's on his own now. Or is his wife still alive? His wife. Engelbert Humperdinck hasn't aged as well. His wife died last year. He's still doing concerts, traveling the globe. He's amazing for his age. Amazing. Okay, so I have to tell you, Dean, I had cards laid out here, and Spirit says no. It was a different deck, so I completely wiped it clean, shuffled, and gone back to another deck for you. So you have to listen to guidance, right, Kathy?
Yeah, absolutely. I've done that before when I'm live. I'll drop them and I know that those cards are not the ones.
Yeah.
My guys are like, those aren't the cards.
They're not meant to. Okay.
Change text. Or they'll tell me change text. You use a different deck.
Okay, if you're ready.
I am ready.
You can go.
Well, Dean, you're rising above everything with that 7 of wands. Since I know you so well and I know what's going on in your life, yeah, just stay strong, stay up in that light, stay in your light. Everything's going to work out positively. I think you're making some great decisions. And this card's confirming that you have the embodiments of wands right now. You have that the embodiment of wands in my oneness deck is that King of Wands. You're standing your strength, you're standing your power, the knowledge. You have the knowledge and the creativity to do your job and do it the way you want. This is reflecting on business, of course, for Dean. He is a teacher. He has a tough class this year, and he's working through a lot of that energy now. And he is doing the right thing. He's making the right moves. He is being open and discussing alternative, and staying open with his peers. Of course, you've got the oneness card, the name of this deck, the oneness card, your connection with spirit, guidance, your guides, they're always there behind you. Your connection with the divine energy. You're always working in that, and they're always there guiding you. I don't have to tell you this. You know this. Okay. But everybody else needs to know this about you. You have the Ace of Wands, so you are taking action. You're doing the right things. That's a confirmation of the direction which you're going is the right direction for you. So, like I said, keep up that positive energy. You are there feeling like there's some obstacles coming in your way, but this is that Nine of Wands card. You look at all this fire energy in here, and you're a water sign, mind you. So you're moving in full fire range right now with these cards. You're taking action. You're doing all the right things. Guides are wanting you to see that fire energy, that knowledge, that creativity you're using to make your accomplishments. Every one of these cards, one sword card, the rest are wands. So I love it. You have this Nine of Wands, though, and you're feeling like you have obstacles being put in your way, but really they're not. That seagull isn't going to get any of those turtles. Those turtles are going to get back into the water, right where you need to be in the water, and flow out into their new world, their new life, and their new adventures. So trust in that energy. You may feel like you have all these obstacles around you, but no, you don't. You are going to escape and get back into your water where you belong. Of course, you're going to use a lot of fire energy to get in there. The underlying card of this reading is you feel like you're constantly juggling right now. Oh, I know that energy from you. But no, you're finding that balance. You're keeping that balance. So keep up the great work. You're a wonderful teacher. I think you're doing all the right things. You have the inspiration of cups, that Queen of Cups. There's your water energy coming back in. So you do know what you're doing. You are a very nurturing person. I know you so well. So yes, and it's indicated in the card. So blessings to you, Dean. And of course, I was on the phone with him right before I jumped on. So we do this constantly. So
yeah,
I know. After the show, Dean.
Okay, my friend. Struggling. 5 of Wands. You know what that's like. Pick and choose your battles wisely. You could be feeling as though you're backed up against the wall to compete about something in your life. But Dean, you don't have to compete. Stand in your own light. Walk in your own light. This is a card that says, be sure that you're not so hard on yourself, okay? It's a card of struggle, but it's also the card that says you can avoid those struggles. Don't be so hard on yourself. The Justice card comes in. Karma, my friend, it's about to happen. If something you've been having on your mind, in the back of your mind for a while, you're going to see karma come in. It's karma justice. This is a card that says it'll work out in your favor. I think, looking at things, you're very fair, looking at things in a very fair way. And often you're a people pleaser and you're the one that gives so much, Dean. So know that karma's coming in to level the table fairly, okay? In the center position, your help, your hurdle, your challenge, you've got that beautiful King of Wands. Could be somebody coming in to meet you or somebody around you. You've got 3 men here. a mature, the knight, and also the page. So there could be three men that will surface in your life. But in the center position, the king. The king is this king of wands goes bigger, goes home. He's straightforward. He's strong. He's fearless. He has that ability to lay his cards on the table, and you know exactly what he's going to say. He means what he does, and he says what he means. So you could be meeting somebody like that, but this is the card of moving forward and standing in your own power as well. You have that ability to set up your own boundaries and lay your demands on the table too. It's about fairness here. Remember that judgment card. You've got the Knight of Wands. Here's your younger man, your middle man. Fast moving action. Somebody could be coming in. Now, I always call this Knight of Wands the player. He comes in the front door, he gets what he wants, and he goes out the back door. It could be a hot and heavy, very quick, passionate relationship with this person. Or you could just be having to act on something, an opportunity, an offer that might come in that you might want to jump on before somebody else gets on the bandwagon. Because in comes the page, the young one, the page of Pentacles. This is good news about money, or you saying, I want to make more money. I'm going to find a way to make more money. Maybe you want to take another course. You want to learn something new, something different. But this is always good news about money. And I think you have the capability here. You've got three different men here. As I say, the king, the knight, and the page. I always say the page is young, okay? Could be younger than you, or they come in with a modern, youthful aspect to your energy. And then we know the knights. The knights are headstrong. They go charging in, and nothing's going to stop them. And they do what they want to do without thinking, except the page, except the Knight of Pentacles. And then you have that king, determined, strong, going after what he wants and not backing down. Oh, you make a judgment call. Okay. Now, your oracle message is, if you frequently give yourself permission to doodle, wander, and be totally unproductive, and you actually relish such interludes, I just heard him laugh, interludes,
Yeah,
I can guarantee that your genius, creativity, and productivity will increase exponentially. Okay. So let me read that again, Dean. If you frequently give yourself permission to doodle, wander, and be totally unproductive, and you actually relish such interludes, I can guarantee that your genius, creativity, and productivity will increase exponentially. So stop being so hard on yourself. Stop pushing yourself so much. Okay? Just go with the flow and enjoy yourself. All right?
Remind you, he does love to draw, and he periodically takes periods of time where he draws and gets creative and lets go of his inhibitions. It's relaxing to him. Yes, he should do it more frequently.
Do it more for sure. Yeah. Hi, Mr. Maurice. Welcome. Okay, let's see who our next one is. It should be, if I'm correct, it should be Helen. All right. She's worried about this place to rent. Will I find a place to rent before the end of 2025? So we're in that month. So let's see if she's going to find somewhere before December or before January.
And I had a big yes as soon as I read the question.
Yeah, you said that earlier. Yeah.
I will definitely will throw on this. And your mother's sending her love. She's come in. I love your mother's energy.
All right.
Like the underlying card of this reading is that inspiration of cups. That is a yes to your question to me. This inspiration. This is that the Queen of Cups in this deck, and that is that nurturing queen, the one that settles and makes a home and all that. But I'm getting a yes on this. I'm coming into my reading on this with that 4 of Wands. You have a great foundation. You have a good history. You've always been able to find the right place to live anytime you relocate or anything. Yes, it's coming in, and you've got a great foundation to make this move in this next step. It's also followed by the seven of Pentacles. So you planted your seeds out there. You're looking for this wonderful home. That is in an affordable price range. I see this is you bought all your seeds planted. So you're not going to find a place that's going to have an extreme rent or lease agreement. It's going to be something that's workable in your budget. It's going to be comfortable. comfortable, and meet your needs. Um, I don't see excess, but I don't see you ending up with this with less space than you need. So yes, you will get that thing. Remember, live in your presence. This card was coming up yesterday in my readings a lot. Is reminding people to live in the now, live in the present, and this is going to bring you forward in a very positive way. So I always say put out there in fruition what is it you're exactly wanting in the area that you're in that is obtainable. Put that out there. Envision what your home is going to look like and feel like, and you will find that. That will be delivered to you. And once you find it, you're going to be celebrating with this Three of Cups. So this is going to be that Three of Cups, that warm, comfortable coffee, tea, whichever you prefer. I think you're a coffee drinker. If I remember right, have a latte, have an espresso, kick up your feet and relax because you're going to find that perfect place that you're going to feel comfortable and rewarding. And the final card in this reading is that Ace of Swords. So that's a big yes. Putting the exclamation point right on the end of this reading. So yes, yes, yes. With your truth and your honesty and your strength, you will find this wonderful place. It's going to meet all the needs that you've been looking for. So blessings to you, Helene. Love reading to you. And your mother is just sending all this love toward you. She's behind you all the way. So I always love your mother's energy.
Beautiful. Wow. Thanks, Kathy. That was gorgeous. Okay. So you know what? You're worrying about it far too much. Okay. Because I'm seeing with my cards, things are going to work out too. This is the Eight of Swords. Letting it get up in your head. I get it. I mean, why you should deservedly, justifiably be concerned. You want to move. You have to move. It's imperative. But try to step out of your way. Okay. Don't allow yourself to get up in your head, because you're feeling trapped and restricted right now. Okay. So let that go. It's going to end because you've got the Ten of Wands. You're pushing, you work hard, you have the ability to make it happen. And you've been struggling. You haven't been able to find the right one. You couldn't see the trees, the forest for the trees. This is a card that says that burden's going to end. Okay. You will be able to find something coming in. I think you're going to hear about somebody from your past, somebody from a distance, somebody who might be resurfacing to help you with this. Maybe you're dealing with the same area or the same person or the same rental place, something like that. Are you working with somebody perhaps to help you find this place, like an agent? Because I do think that you're going to be returning somewhere where you're going to feel better. Wherever you're going to find this place, it's going to feel like home to you. Okay, putting your roots down. It's going to feel like I'm happy here. I feel really good in this location. Balancing yourself, Two of Pentacles, but I'm reading that you might even have two different options come in. You might have your eye on two different places, and you're going to have to balance yourself. Take yourself to center and make that decision. Which one do I choose? You'll do it because you got the Nine of Pentacles, and you're going to be happy. This is the card of abundance and bringing in your happiness and harvesting that. And you can do this. So you know what? You're going to find that you're going to return to your roots. You're going to find where you live. You're going to feel like that. You're going to let go of that burden. You're not restricted. You won't be restricted anymore. And you'll feel more centered than you have in a long time. Okay. So those are your tarot messages. I'm going to pull one oracle message, and it says, if you want to be more successful in life, your priority should be to focus your mindset on all that you want to attract into your life. I said that here with the Eight of Swords.
I said that in my reading.
Trust that more is happening than what you can see. Many forces are at work in your favor. Allow them to help you. Yeah. So it's going to happen. And I know you're out there. You're being proactive. You're looking. So I think it's quite possible because a lot of people want to start their new year fresh, right? Even people that rent places out, or people that want to move, or they want to get their kids organized in schools and things like that. So it's quite possible, to the point, Helen, that you'll have to let me know that I see two places you're going to be interested in, and you're going to have to make a decision, this one or that one. Okay.
And I think somebody in your surroundings is aware you're looking, and they're going to give you a heads up that such and such place in this area or that area are available if you're interested. So listen to the people in your life that know that you're looking out there, and don't be afraid to let people know that you're looking, that come in and see the shop and stuff, because they're going to help you find that ultimate place. And if they know the owners or something, you may get get a personal recommendation that put you on that top of the list if somebody else is out there looking. Because it's always great to have a referral from somebody. So
Yeah.
just saying, I feel like it's going to meet your expectation. It'll be one of the nicer places you've lived in a while. And I know you've been big, you've done all kinds of
things. I agree. Someone's going to step out and say, I heard about this, or have you considered that? It's like somebody from her past is going to say, or she's going to return, or she feels at home. Yeah.
Somebody that you're socially connected to, a friend or even a business associate, somebody's going to give you a heads up or something. They know your taste, they know what you like. I see. And your options is going to be, I love them both. Which one is going to be best for me? But affordability and all that, you're going to be right in that nice comfort zone price. You're not going to overpay for this place. I feel it's going to be very positive. I think you're going to love this move.
Yeah, I think so too. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Dream Maker. She said she's going to apply for a guarantor, so I don't have grant to prevent me to get this place till now. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that.
No, we're not familiar with that.
The way property works, even in the United States, it changes from area to area. The East Coast is very different than the West Coast. We just go up to apartment building or whatever, put an application in.
They just want to, you have to give them information and all that, but still and all, Okay, Trend Zone. Thanks so much, Elaine, for coming in and let us know how it's working out. Okay, he's always open. You know him. General. Let's see what we have for Gerald. See what we have for Gerald.
Well, we have a whole
so guarantor
box of
sign with to pay if you don't. Oh, it's 7 up. It's it's like getting a loan, right? Where you need somebody to co-sign. So she needs somebody to co-sign that apartment. She's looking for somebody that can do that. Because sometimes they won't rent to just one person. They want to have a guarantor on the other end. Usually your parents or family, but I don't have any more. Okay, yeah, that sucks.
And I haven't had that obstacle since I was very young. When once you hit a certain, in your 30s, 40s, you're considered quite self-sufficient.
Yeah,
unless you have a negative history. We use credit reports. If you have a negative history of evictions and stuff like that, which I know you haven't done, then it can hurt you getting new housing. But yeah, things just every city, country, region is a little different.
She says she could, so I could ask the government. She said. Okay. Friend zone. Gerald. What do we got for Gerald?
Well, I got the goose that laid the golden eggs with the 9 of cups. He hit the jackpot of abundant. This reading, right, coming right into the reading. Does that surprise any of us? I actually don't have a big layout of pentacles, but you do have abundance in your life right now. You're being guided with the Hermit card coming out of your castle. He has got your path lit, and it's ascending up into the light of course. Center of the reading, we have that Ace of Wands. You're in a period of time right now where you're using your creativity, your knowledge to make decisions, financial decisions, going in the right direction. And you've got control of this with that strong ace, and you're taking action moving forward at this period of time. This could be in your connection with, you get that oneness card. I think my main spiritual card of my deck is, this is your connection to the divine, your spirituality, your faith. It helps guide you through everything you do. You listen to that guidance on a regular basis, and you're very connected. You're very faithful, and this is how it's part of your foundation. How you live your life is living in your light, in your faith, in your connection with the divine energy. you get the lovers card. So you're going to be working in partnership with somebody, because it's the masculine of the lovers card. Because my deck has two lovers cards. This is the masculine of the lover card. This is not a new love relationship. This is a partnership with a friend or a colleague that you're going to be working with, moving forward in some kind of financial adventure or social adventure. But this is a partnership that you're going to be working with others in to meet those goals. The underlying card of my reading is you've got the Queen of Cups, that inspiration. That's your connection with the divine, because it is connected with the higher self, because these two cards came out together. This is that feminine faith energy, that connection to your guides, that trusting in your higher powers, knowing how to move forward and take and do the things that are right for you. You follow your heart, you follow your faith, and you're moving forward in a very positive way. I always love your cards, and I always love this card when it pops up for you, because I always get a card, a reading full of pentacles for you. I picked up, I remember the first time I heard Brenda say, you've got that Midas touch, and she is so truly right, because I always get tons of pentacles, or you get this golden egg every time. You have that abundance, you have the ability to draw abundance into your life, and it's a wonderful thing. Love your energy, love reading for you, Gerald. So blessings to you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Kathy. Okay, so Gerald, you got the Hangman. All right, you might be feeling things are going really slow. You're just kind of laying low, going with the flow, hanging in limbo. But you're hoping that something can get over soon, because you're ready to launch and just be done with it. With the Fool card, stepping forward and wanting to take that leap of faith, but there's still something holding it back. And I think it's information, and it's it's a process. So yeah, this is all about being prepared before you go in there. Okay. And I always say about the Fool, he's got to be prepared before he can jump off that cliff. In other words, check your parachute type of thing. So I think, it's in a waiting position right now. You feel as though it's not going to end in your favor. You got the Five of Pentacles. That's that card of feeling lack and loss. And, for some reason, Gerald, if you've been feeling like in a funk, you're just not your happy-go-lucky self this week. Weather and circumstances and all of this hanging over your head can make you feel that way. But don't be afraid to speak to the powers that be and ask for help, or get the information that you need that's going to benefit you. In comes the King of Cups, and that's who it's going to be. So there might be somebody who's out there that wants to generously give you some wise counsel and advice. This is the ideal king. We know he's caring, he's compassionate, understanding, been there, done it, has the metal to prove it. And he just wants, or she wants, to come in and help you with something. Okay. So take their advice. There's somebody out there that knows you're struggling, and they want to be there in your end of the ring. Take it. If somebody shows up, do it. And here's his counterpart, the Queen. You got the King and the Queen. This is a powerful couple here. She gives until, she almost breaks, but she doesn't, because she takes care of herself first. If you're pushing yourself too much, if you're stressing yourself mentally or emotionally, if you're physically overdoing something, okay, right now, I want you to slow down. Okay. I want you to consider that you don't have to do this. Take your time to heal. Take your time to build up your energy. That's what she does. That's why she's capable of going out there. She's the ultimate mother. She wants to heal the world, do this and that for everybody. And then after a while, if she doesn't take care of business, she's not going to be able to do it. Okay. So you'll come to resent it, and you'll come to you'll get rid of all your energy, and you won't be able to do something. And so take care of yourself first. Physician, heal thyself first before you go out there and push yourself too hard. Now, your final card is it. In your journey, there will be times when you feel lost, confused, lonely, and angry. Yeah, well, there's your Hangman. And you are going through times of transition. You won't feel those emotions forever. You're transitioning to a better, stronger version of yourself. So shed away those unneeded layers and keep growing. This whole reading was about that. Taking care of business, taking care of your health, taking care of yourself emotionally, not allowing yourself to feel pushed. Okay. I love how this comes out. And it's exactly what this spread is talking about. So just go easy on yourself. Okay. Don't be so hard on yourself. Maybe you don't feel you are, but, I know your little brain. You're always working on something. Okay, that's your reading, my good
I
friend.
don't think the brain's little. I think the brain's overactive.
Yeah, it's overactive. He's working it. That's
You're
for
always tossing,
yeah.
you know, chasing your ideas, your dreams. You follow
Yep.
it. You're not
Yep.
afraid
You're
to
pretty good
walk
at it.
into that. Gerald, I'm going to loan you my temperance card though,
Yeah.
because
Don't let
I
people take
agree.
advantage of your goodwill too, because you're a good guy,
Yeah,
Gerald. You're an easygoing, you're such a good guy. And I know you'd take your shirt off if somebody needed it in desperation or needed it. But there's always people that take you for being a pushover, maybe, and they take advantage of your goodwill. You know what? Stand up for yourself. Draw the line in the sand. I mean, you're not here to be walked on and used by others. That's where that Queen of Cups came in. Take care of yourself first, okay? Because people tend to take advantage of good people like you. He's laughing. Look.
yeah.
Okay.
It's true though. When I read for him yesterday, I was telling Brenda this earlier. I said I had told you I saw a problem neighbor that is disputing with. But she was standing out there and she was thinking, "Well, you cleared your stoop. Why didn't you clear mine? You should have cleared mine. You have more strength than I do." It was just like a whole copying attitude of she feels entitled to your services for free. I can't believe that you're just not doing it for her. You know, and I was just like, oh no, 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 no. And it wasn't like she didn't come over kindly and say, "I'm really having difficulty. Could you help me clear my sidewalk?" Which you would have taken on so differently.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
just felt totally entitled to you doing it. You should have just done it for her.
That's
And
right.
it was she felt entitled and she couldn't believe you didn't take care of her. Which, had she just used a respectful approach and said, "I need a little help,"
She could
I
have
could
walked
spend
out
a
with
minute getting
coffee
that can help you.
or a bottle of water or something and said, "Hey, thanks so much. Do you think you could help
Mhm.
mine?" I mean, but no, you're right. She felt entitled and she was demanding. And
Yeah.
you know what? Don't let
And
anybody.
try I don't know, I felt like she was almost scolding you like a wife
Yeah,
or
yeah.
I don't know. It was just my vision, and I sort of bottled that, just read the cards, and I could just feel that energy though, and I was just, and I have a problem with people like that.
Yeah.
That just everybody's supposed to drop on their command for them because they feel like it should be done for them. They shouldn't have to ask for help. I am terrible. It's hard for me to ask people for help. I get the hard to ask part, but approaching somebody so rudely, how she just reached out to you with a generous heart, you
Yeah.
would have, it's an act of kindness, is what she's expecting from you, or commanding from you, I would say. But that's not the way the world turns. So
All right. Let's see what Marby wants. She wants a general. Let's see what we have for Marby. All righty. First, we'll pick up that card that fell on the floor and we're using it.
I love these cards for you, Marby. It's a shift from yesterday's reading because this shift is into prosperity with that Ten of Pentacles coming your way. So you are going to have something come up financially that's going to enrich you somehow. This could be a new job opportunity. This could be, I don't know, a financial windfall, something. Something is financially going to help you out here. And this is money that you're going to be able to use to balance life out more. Right in the center of the reading, I've got the stars there. So Spirit has been listening to what you've been putting out there in fruition. Your stars and wishes and dreams that you put out there are going to be answered soon. So watch for those signs of all those little things changing that you put out there that you're wanting to achieve and move forward in, because they've got your back and you're going to be moving in a very positive way. And it's the final card is whatever these opportunities are, whatever this that's coming forward is going to be something that you're going to need to take action on. You have this Knight of Pentacles. You're going to charge. This Knight of Wands. You're going to have to charge for it. Take action. We have to work sometimes to achieve, but you have that energy. You have that strength, that power, the knowledge, and the creativity to put that energy out there, and it's going to pay off. And of course, the underlying card of this reading, this is all about your finances, your situation right now, because not only did you get the 10 of Pentacles, but you got that 9 of Pentacles. So yes, this is all about your finances, your stability, but you have to take action, of course, in this period of time to work forward. You work hard for what you get, you will be rewarded. You plant those seeds and you're going to reap those benefits. So I love these cards for you. And right behind that 9 of Pentacles, there's that Sun card shining on you. So yes, this is something you put out there in fruition. You're seeing it. You put out there. You've asked for that help from your spirit guides. That if the opportunities are coming for that achievement. So blessings to you.
Beautiful. Okay, Marby. The King of Cups shows up, kind, caring, compassionate. You've heard me say this before. Somebody could be coming in here could be a shoulder for you to lean into, a kind listening ear, somebody who's been there, done it, and they want to help you with a situation. And, you know, it comes in with the Empress. You might be planning something. You're wanting to create something. And this person could be coming in here and guiding you through that process, helping you with this thing. This is a card of fertility, abundance, growth, expansion, and success. She plants her seeds, but she knows she has to be patient and wait. So whatever you're working on is going to take time, okay? But you're on the right path. You've got the Knight of Wands. You could hear something all of a sudden that's going to get your creative juices flowing. This is a card of feeling passionate about a situation or somebody. There could be somebody coming forward that you're going to want to act on. This is a card. When we get wands, you got to get up and go after whatever it is you're trying to create here. Don't sit there and lose faith. Stand in your power. You got this. Because in comes the 9 of Cups, wishes fulfilled. And Kathy was the 9 of Pentacles. And so this is wishes fulfilled. What you're working on, you're planting your seeds to grow something here. You've got all the right people in your end of the ring that are supporting you. And you could be something could be coming in very quickly though in the interim here, because with this Knight of Wands, that's fast moving action. Okay. Even though I said you have to wait, all of a sudden you're going to hear something that's going to come in quick. But it could also be somebody coming forward that wants to have a hot and heavy, fast relationship with you too. Okay, lovers, there you go. Maybe somebody is coming in, Marby, but also this is a card of making wise and mindful decisions on an emotional level. Sometimes it's on a heart level. I always say, let your head lead your heart, not your heart lead your head. Easier said than done. Being mindful about the choices and decisions that you're making right now. That's what the Lovers is about. It's major, major choices that you're going to be making, okay? But it's also connections and shared values and with somebody. So there could be somebody coming in, or if you have someone right now, you may be discussing what it is you want to do. Now, coming in with that, you've got when you continue to reminisce, replay, or hold on to what could have been, you continue to hold yourself in a place of resistance. Let what was inspire a new way of living, but don't allow it to limit and determine what can be. So, none of this came up that you're living in the past, but you could be thinking about that, reminiscing about something in the past. Okay. Don't lose yourself in that mindset for too long, because we can get lost there. So that's what I have for you, Marby. Thank you so much.
You know what's interesting is yesterday I read for her, and I believe it was Marby. I'm pretty positive because my guides brought this forward. Is I had the devil card in the center of her reading. This energy is not that devil. This person coming towards you in this opportunity is not that devil card. That is somebody that's been tapping your energy, that's been taking advantage of your resources or your compassion too much, and it's time to stand up to that person and say no. This is not a no opportunity. This is somebody that you're going to be working with in prosperity. It's going to be positive. So don't mix the two readings up. Don't blend them together, because they're two separate aspects. My guides want to point that out to you, that A person coming into your life isn't that devil card. That devil card is somebody that's already attached to your life, that's over tapping your prosperity, your kindness, taking advantage of you. It's the person, that's the person you need to stand up your hand and say, it's time for you to take responsibility for yourself. Or this is an opportunity that's bringing you forward. This is an answer to a prayer, a wish, a dream, something put out there in the universe that you've been wanting to achieve. You're doing the hard work. That's why you're getting all these action cards and you're going forward in this because you are making this happen. So just want to differentiate those readings. It's something that my guys just popped that into my head and said, you need to tell her this. So.
Okay.
To you, Marvy.
Okay.
I don't normally remember readings, so that's really strange for me to remember reading.
You must have had the devil card show up in the last reading.
Right in the center of the reading, and when I threw the cards, I was like, what is this about? I don't get a lot of negative readings, and so I'm always wanting to, reach in there. What is that devil card about? And it was somebody that's over tapping her kindness really to get advantage.
No. Erica Duncan, how are you, sweetie? Thank you so much for coming in. You would like a general. All right, let's see what we have here for you. All righty, let's see what we have. There you go. Whoop. I'm so sorry to hear about your dance instructor, Damara, passing away. My God, that woman was a beautiful, delicate featured lady. Oh, she was exquisite. She reminded me of a little deer, a little doe, that beautiful, innocent face. But I think she was a force to be reckoned with. She, was an amazing teacher for you, eh? I'm sorry to hear you, when you posted she passed away. Okay. Yeah, I bet you have. I mean, you had such a great relationship and you probably look, you almost hero worship this woman in your life who was so beautiful and so good to everybody and so smart. Wow. And you spent so much time together. Did it? Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to talk about stuff like that for sure.
In this relationship, it's more than just a colleague or a teacher. It's family. It's part of who you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Erica. If I can go.
Yeah.
Okay. First card out is that Hierophant card. This Hierophant card is your connection with that divine energy, with your faith, with your connection with your guides, the connection with your spirituality, the belief systems that you hold very dear to your heart. You have the keys on this card. I love this card the way it's depicted because your faith is the key to who you are. And you live in that faith energy and you trust it. You follow your guidance. This brings you really great fortune. This brings you that strength. And right in the center of the reading, I've got the Emperor, but the Emperor, what's I'm noticing on this card that really stands out is that strength and faith. And of course, all these lines in the background, that is representative of your strength and your faith in this reading. So this is very much talking about your spiritual connection, the guidance that you receive. You follow that guidance. You believe in that. And I always highly encourage that. Be spiritually connected. Your guides, you can tune in and hear your guides connect with that energy. They're going to always lead you in a very positive direction. So, excuse me. Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. This is followed by the Spirit of Wands. I see Spirit keeps on coming in, even in the title of the card. The Spirit of the Wand is that messenger. This is that messenger. He's telling you when opportunities and you take action, use your knowledge, your creativity. This is an energy. It's time to bring this out now and use that fire energy to take the next step forward. And you also do this in your spiritual belief. You You use that energy to practice your faith, to take the time to meditate, to ground yourself, to stay focused. And this is part of that messenger card that the messenger is telling you. You're moving in that right direction. You're taking the right actions, and you're following all that guidance and bringing creativity and knowledge into your journey in the process of doing this. This is what makes you strong. The underlying cards I got, I pulled 2 underlying cards where you can see the 2 cards that Spirit wanted you to see today. The direction in which you're going, you have this Ace of Swords. This is staying in your belief system, in your power. This is your empowerment. It's a very, very positive card. This is how you're leading your life now. You're not messing around with the BS and the nitty gritty, unimportant things. You take everything seriously, but you move in your strength and in your power as you're moving forward. And you have that embodiment of wands. This is that queen that is extremely creative. She brings all that creative energy into her work, her life, her home, her environment. And she's very educated, very knowledgeable. She's constantly seeking more information and staying on top of things. That is that fire energy that they tell you. You know, it's that strength, that faith, the taking advantage of knowledge and of creativity. It serves you well, and the cards coming out is yes, you have that connection that's coming together right now in your life, and just keep that energy flow going because it is bringing you everything you're wanting to achieve in life. So blessings to you. I love these cards.
Yeah,
Very
beautiful.
cool.
Wow. Like Kathy said, Erica, you have the ability to create your success and create some massive achievements with the World card. The world's at your feet. You have this ability now to end one cycle and begin a new one. But you're focusing on standing in your own truth with the King of Swords, going after what you want and being determined, but standing in your own right and your own talent. This is a new world for you. Don't be afraid to do that. You're on the precipice of taking a leap of faith. But you're still working on it. It's a work in process, but you have the ability to do this. You have the ability to create this success and achievement. Don't be afraid. Keep doing your research and working in that direction. The Knight of Pentacles, planning it. There you are. You're planning something here and you're taking your time. You're getting your ducks in a row. You're not going to jump into anything. He is the slowest moving knight in the deck. He doesn't have to go charging up and have to go, uh-oh, forgot my shield or the moat wasn't up or whatever, and have to, excuse me, rely on plan B. Planning your moves so that because you're articulate, creative, and you want to be accurate. Chariot says you're going to make it. You're going to go right charging towards your goals and come out with this huge achievement. The world's at your feet now, Erica. You have the ability to follow through on a plan. Be consistent. Stand your ground because you're ready to embark and launch into something beautiful and new. You can do this. Your final card is focus on what is important to you. Don't give your time or energy to your worries as this would only amplify them. Focus on what matters to you most. With every thought, you are creating your new future. There you have it. In a nutshell, you're working on something and you can see it come to fruition. Wow.
Yeah, the cards are showing she's got this.
Yeah, she got this.
That's right. Swords, that fire, that commitment. Yeah. I love the cards. Energy is beautiful. Absolute beautiful energy coming off these cards for her. Okay, that was Erica. Now we're going on to our next one. Tammy, our beautiful Tammy. Tammy. I missed you yesterday, Tammy. I know you were doing something with family. I felt like I knew that things were going great. You were having a great day yesterday. So. Okay, so she says her mom is still in the hospital. Her mother's in the hospital. So I said that to you. It had to be a family thing if you didn't see her. Yeah. Talked about that. So, yeah. I need to hear from Grandma in here about Mommy. Is she's still in hospital? Has she have anything to tell me? So her grandmother has passed on. So we can do this. Yeah, she's very connected to her grandmother. Her grandmother's one of her guides. Yeah, I see her sitting by your mother's bed holding her hand out. Yeah, she's there, and she's stroking your mother's face and her hair. So she's there with her. Yes, I agree with that. She keeps whispering to your mother, it's okay, you're going to be all right. It's not your time. There's no room here for you, she says. That's what your grandmother just said to her. There's no room for you. I hope she heard that in a positive way. Yeah, there's no space today for you. Yeah.
So
The
forget it.
space is down in the back aisle, but they're not ready for the theater hasn't cleared
I
yet
think
for you to come in.
my grandmother was straightforward. She spoke right off the cuff. She had the ability to just lay it on the line.
Mhm.
If I'm right, Tammy, let me know. But that's what your grandmother gave me the impression. I'm not saying she was hard or anything, but mothers are mothers, right? And I think she's being stern with your mom because she doesn't want your mother to weaken and give in, because she's saying you can do this, you get through this, it's going
You
to be
have
okay.
the strength, yeah.
This isn't your time, and there's no room here for you, so don't even think about it. So I think that she's going to come through this. But we can pull some cards on this too.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. I want to pull some cards on it for Tammy. So
Thank you, Erica.
yes, I feel like your mother's going to recover. It's going to be hard on her, but she is going to recover.
I didn't know her mom was in the hospital.
I did not know her mom was in the hospital either.
I know her mother's had trouble off and on, but
Yeah. Well, she's getting up there,
yeah. Oh, for sure.
The cards I'm getting for Tammy right now is, Tammy, you have that 10 of Pentacles, that abundance in your life, financial abundance. This is going to get you through the holidays, through this next period of time. You're not going to be separate financially. Things are just going to be there for you. Right, the Ace of Pentacles, right in the center of the reading. This is part of that nurturing card, that abundance of that comes to your cup runneth over, the love. This is energy from your grandmother, your family, all coming together in support of the times right now, and in unity, helping your mother through this period of time. And it's here to let you know that you're very loved and you have the love to share and support this period of time for your mother. She will make it through. You're being very frugal though at this point in time, which I know you are very, very much frugal. You have gathered your nuts up, your coins up, and you've tucked them away in a safe place. So just in case an emergency comes up, you have those funds available to you. And this is a good thing to do at this period of time because you're going to be spending time helping out your mother in this process and being there for you as she's been there for you in your times of need. You find that as a kindness and a love that you just naturally give back. So I do see that you're going through a period of time. Just go with the flow, the way things are going now. Your mother's going to be fine, and just keep doing what you're doing. Give her that love, that strength, and that encouragement to heal. We will all send out a prayer for your mother's safe healing and recovery. And I love your grandmother's energy. When we talk, your grandmother stepped forward. She is just very direct, forward spoken, and your mom understood when she said, "There's no room in here for you now." She didn't hear that as you're going to hell. She heard that as
No,
we're not opening the door to welcome you in right now. You still have things
that's
to do.
exactly the impression. Yeah, I never thought about you'd think it that way. No. It's just that, yeah, you're not coming yet.
You're not finished yet. You're still on a mission. Yeah. And this is that magical energy that you're carrying. This is that love, that support energy that you put out there. And your mother's feeling this energy when you come in and stand by her side and just give her that love and those prayers out there. This is what you're manifesting, is that good recovery, that strength. You're loaning her your strength. And you're a very, very strong woman. And she is going to make it through this. So blessings to you, Tammy. I love these cards.
Beautiful. Okay, Tammy, I can see the worry and the concern that you're going through here with the 9 of Wands. Stay positive. I think, what I'm seeing is you're not getting the answers that you want fast enough but you've got a good team of people working on your mother. Okay. It's a process. And I'm seeing that things are kind of slow. You want to hear more from the medical team. What's going on? What can we do? How is she going to be? And they're not coming forth. They're not forthcoming fast enough with all the information that you want to hear about your mom right now. Stand your ground. You have the right to call in the doctor. You have the right to call in the head nurse. You have the right to speak to the powers that be there. You have to advocate, you guys, as a family, for your mom. She's laying in there in the hospital, and she needs you guys there to advocate for her. You have the right to call in the doctors, the specialists, everybody, to meet with them and find some answers, okay? Because it's hard when you have a loved one that's suffering in the hospital and your hands are tied, right? But I think at the end of the day, they're going to step forward and they're going to be truthful with you and they're going to let you know. I think she's going to be able to come out of this, okay? She's going to be able to walk away from this situation, and she is going to have to make some changes to her lifestyle, whatever she's doing, because the Queen of Swords, she gets rid of things that don't work for her. And I think your mother will be on a new regime of either medication, and lifestyle will have to change for her to do, for her to come home. Now, the team is a very good team. Okay, they're working for her. They are working, but you're waiting for those answers and they're not giving them to you fast enough, but they will. Okay, they're still working on her, and they don't want to let her, and it's a good thing. They don't want to discharge her until they know she's okay and she can come home and she's got the help there. I know her family's there, but they want to get her on a routine, they're telling me, of some sort of formula there to get her on her feet to come home. Okay, now this one is for you, directed at you, not your mother. It says, in relationships, the biggest thing you must look for is consistency. Every time you forgive someone who's not being consistent with you, you are giving them permission to hurt you again. You deserve better. Isn't that an amazing message, Kathy?
Yes, that is, because something we were sharing with each other. That just so fits.
I couldn't believe it when I got that card. So
as you were starting this reading, though, what I kept hearing, and you finally got to it in your reading, was it seems like the doctors aren't communicating enough with you.
Yeah.
But not only are they treating her, but they're also working together to create a treatment plan when they release her. They're not just going to say, okay, well, your charts, your blood work looks good now, bye, have a nice life. They're going to sit down with the family, the people that are around her, and get her on a treatment plan. Yeah. She is aging. She has medical issues. Now is the time where you're not only going to have some changes, she's going to have changes in her medical, changes in her dietary needs, changes in her, whatever medication she takes, like that. So there are going to be changes. We're going to sit down in conference with the family and with the people that are working with her and caregivers, making sure that you have the availability support systems in place, like if she needs a homecoming nurse coming in periodically or anything. They're going to help make those arrangements for you. And arrange the coverage through her insurance and all that. But also the changes in the treatment plans at home. So it makes her life the most comfortable it is. She's not going to pop back out of the hospital like she was 20 years old. We know that. But with these changes, she's going to have a good, healthy, continued life. So, but yes, there will be changes. And we all go through this process in life. My life has changed.
You have the right to ask those questions and advocate for her. And that's what I was saying to you. Make sure you're there and you can advocate for her to know what's going on. I mean, this has got to be difficult for your father too, because he's up there in years as well. So as the daughters and as the family, you have that right to go in there and get the answers you need. But I don't see.
They don't offer you resources. Ask for what resources are available, because there are resources available.
Put your demands on the table for sure.
And there are people that work in the hospitals that is their job, to help connect families with the appropriate resources during these periods of times. Take advantage of those resources, because they are out there and available to everybody. It varies from state to state, but they are out there.
Yeah.
And it really can take some stress off the family members that are helping with her caretaking. So, and your father doesn't need to be the one that's holding the bag, and people are coming in and out all the time.
For sure. Okay, Elaine, we're going to say good night. She's coming forward. She said, have a nice evening, everyone. She says, I just found out I am not eligible for the state guarantor. I will have to pay for private one. Okay, thanks for letting us know. Yeah, keep us in the
Don't
loop.
put worrying behind that, Helene. It's going to work out very positively for you.
Those cards were good. So, we stand by that. That thing you will find something, and I even see you having two options here to decide on.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Okay,
And they're going to be fitting that niche.
Mr. Maurice, I know you're there, and you are the next one getting a reading because you're the next one in line. Okay, after Tammy. So yeah, he's probably waiting, wondering if we missed him. No, we didn't miss you. You were the next one under Tammy. Okay. Okay, what is coming towards me in my current job in general? All right, let's see what we have here. What's going on? What's going on here? Yeah, no, you were on the list here, but you were after Tammy. Okay, so yeah, I know it's been a while. You were wondering, did I get you down? I did get you down for sure. You have a good night too. Get your rest, Lynn.
Well, Mr. Maurice, I see some changes coming up, the positive changes. You're going to have some options, some opportunities being offered to you coming in with this Two of Wands. I always think of this card as a very lucky card because it has this emblem of luck in onyx on it. That means it's going to be a grounding type offer, and it's an offer that you'll make from your heart. It's going to allow you to be creative and move forward, and you have this knowledge with this opportunity. You have the knowledge that backs up this opportunities that are coming towards you. So yes, opportunities are coming forward. I don't know if this is a promotion or openings of other jobs that you are on the consideration list for, but when you start, watch for those signs. Somebody might approach you and tell you, there's some openings coming up in this department, that department. We would really like you to apply. You're putting it out there before it goes public because you're on the list of. You're going to be right on the top of the list. We're letting you know this is coming. We want you to be prepared for it and ready to go. So knock the dust off your resume, keep that, update it current, and keep it available and ready to go. That might be the type of opportunity that's coming your way. But it is a very positive change. That opportunity is going to bring you forward. Right in the center of the reading, I get the death card. This is death and rebirth. This is not a literal death. This is a ending of this cycle and a new beginning. This is what's leading me to think it's a change of employment, a change in opportunities. It's going to bring you forward because you're ending this cycle and you're going to begin anew. And the card that follows this is going to tell you why this is holding that new job energy is because you get the World card, that ascension card, that growth card. You're ascending upward, you're moving upward. So I think this is a change of job. This is a great opportunity, and it's going to take you up financially, security. It's going to allow you to spread your wings. This is a destination move that's coming towards you. I love these cards. I absolutely love these cards. I think they're very positive energy. So watch for those opportunities. Look, the final card, it's the only one that needs to be seen. This Ace of Pentacles, financial security, abundance. Anytime I see a fish, even though with the Pentacle card, that fish is that's that abundance, that symbolism of abundance. So this is going to open doors, opportunities for you. So blessings to you. I love these cards. So
Beautiful.
your eyes open.
Okay.
I see them knocking on your door, though. I see somebody giving you a heads up. This is coming. We want you to pursue it.
Yeah. You've got the Hermit. You're doing some self-reflection, soul searching. You're trying to put yourself in that position of something new coming in your life. You're soul searching. Basically, you want this. You've been wanting this change in a job for quite a while, and you've been thinking about it to the point where you even lose sleep over it with the Nine of Swords. So try to get out of your head, my beautiful friend. Don't allow yourself to create this anxiety, which you don't need to do. Because in the center position, you have the Queen of Swords. I think you're going to be leaving a situation, moving into a new one. This is a good card. She walks away from things that aren't working for her. And often, unfulfilling jobs. You've heard me say that. Unfulfilling relationships, whatever the case is. I think you're going to be moving on. And justice is going to be waved in your favor. You deserve it. You're going to get noticed for what you do and who you are. And I do think that you will get this new position that you've been so wanting. You're moving on into something new here. And it's going to be a gift of generosity coming in with the Six of Pentacles. I see you going through some sort of job negotiation, contract, signing something, knowing where you stand in your job and the duties that you're going to have therein. But it is a card of donations and money and generosity. It's a good card of positivity. So I do think the worry, you can let go of this worry and things are going to change here and you're going to get what you deserve. Now, get a load of the cards you got. Don't worry. Everything you've been waiting for is on the way. Progress is being made, even if you can't see the results. So much is happening behind the scenes for the creation of your dreams. Trust the process. I love how I always get the right card for the reading. I mean, it's spirit always gives me what they need to hear. You're welcome, Mr. Maurice. So try not to worry so much. I think that you will be making changes with that Queen of Swords moving on. You're going to get recognized for this position and it's going to seem beautiful. Negotiations and generosity and money and all those beautiful things that come in with it. Wow. So
I'm totally agreeing with you. But the funny thing is I always want to bring this up because Brenda and I are always so in sync when we read and we laugh at times about the way we throw cards, and sometimes she'll be reading and I'll be dropping cards down on the table and I'm like, okay, it's not fair. You're peeking through the screen and looking at my cards while you read.
I know it.
And it's really funny. It's really funny.
I know it. Yeah.
But when I picked up anybody that watches me regularly or has watched me read with Brenda, I have a bad habit of having quite a few underlying cards coming out to speak because that's the rest of the story, the way I read. But when I picked this up and looked at the underlying card, I was told only show him this one because the card behind this was not necessary. It was the Nine of Swords. And I was like, there's no reason to worry. He doesn't need to be seen. It came up in Brenda's reading. I love the way she printed it because she said exactly what my guide said about this card. He didn't need to see this because he really doesn't need to worry about this. This is an opportunity that's very, very positive. I just wanted to note that because as soon as you pulled that Nine of Swords, I'm like, I don't know why I didn't get any cards. And when I picked this up to see what was the next underlying card, there it was.
Yeah.
And my guy said, no.
Yeah.
You're not going to have sleep this night. That's why I was told not to read this card, not to move forward. But blessings to you, Maurice. I see good things happening. So I'm with Brenda on that one. These are well-deserved opportunities.
Hi, Tracy. Beautiful Tracy. How are you? Dream Maker. This is your message. Let's see what we got. She wants to know if there's any good news for her this week. Okay. She's always leaving beautiful comments on our videos.
When you said it, I heard yes. So there is good news. What good news? We'll find out.
All right. Let's see what we've got here. Shuffle these up. And we will be winding down soon. But before we do, we have another paid reading to do for Izzy B. And
I love that name.
I know that's a new name, isn't it? And then we're going to make sure we give we put some cards on Damara because she's here all the time, every week, and she deserves to have a few cards coming her way as well. So as time permits, guys, okay? We always say we do that as time permits. Or we
usually follows Brenda. I want to say that I'm not doing a program after this program because I can't do 4 hours of reading.
We're going down. Now we're down from 13 to 8 people. So when we finish our last reading, after Dreammaker, after Tracy, then we'll see who's in the room and we'll ask people to step forward. And we'll give you 2 cards, okay, guys, because we'll be shutting down, all right? We'll do one and then a clarifier with it. How's that sound, Kath?
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay, are you ready? It's Tracy.
No, I didn't even. I started.
No, there's no rush.
No rush.
I'm shuffling the faces off these cards anyway, so. Okay,
I'm in love with this oneness deck. I just love the way it reads. Oh, it's such a positive, uplifting deck.
That's a pretty deck. I like that deck.
Yeah.
What deck is that?
It's funny. I found it on, I can't remember the website. I paid
called?
99 cents for it. What? It's called the Deck of Oneness.
Okay. Oh, I think you've
And I
told
know
me
it's on Amazon, but I got it on a I think it's Ollie something. I don't know.
probably if I Googled it rather than went to Amazon, it would be
Yeah,
better.
and I got it for like 99 cents. It
Oh
was
my
it
gosh,
was on sale.
so
And then
pretty.
I lost the deck when I was in the hospital. My
Oh,
husband unpacked my bags and I couldn't find it, so I ordered 2 more decks because it is one of my favorite decks.
I love it.
And I read a lot with this deck. So,
There she
anyways,
is. There's our Izzy. She's waving at you. Yes, Izzy, we'll be doing you next. Okay, sweetheart. Um, we have to do this other one just before you with Tracy. Okay.
yeah, the underlying. I love the underlying card of this. I love this parrot. And I watch parrot videos. They're hilarious. So, those of you that watch shorts catch some of those hilarious parrot videos. I've been on this watching funny things that are distracting, package bombs, etc. Because I'm overwhelmed with in America with all this horrid news all the time. So I'm trying to get that laughter and that joy in. So parrots are hilarious. So anyways, this Ace of Swords coming out with this beautiful parrot card. This is you standing in your strength, your power. So that's the card that they wanted you to see. That's this reading is going to be following about that. The first card into this reading is the embodiment of Pentacles. This is that King of Pentacles. This is that King of Pentacles that's great in financing and security. This is how you live your life. You're well invested. You're taking care of your now, but you're also saving for the future. This allows you to live in comfort.
Is that the Queen of Pentacles?
This is the King of Pentacles.
Okay, I got the Queen. Okay.
Well, that's marriage. It's a marriage. If I throw it together, if we throw it together, it's still a marriage. It's a strong marriage of financial security. Yeah, and that's probably you and your partner, or bringing this wonderful energy in your family life. That is followed by the Three of Wands. That's that fire energy. You've been waiting for your ships to come in, and I feel like yes, they're moving forward. Because as your ships come in and move you into that positive light energy, it's going to bring you in balance. I get the Justice card right in the center of the reading. I'm not feeling like you're in legal jeopardy at this point in time. This is not a legality card. This is a balanced card of life. As you've been working through this period of time, you've just been trying to get back on center and have that security in that great. And this card is telling me yes. Your scales are balancing out and you're going to be moving forward in a very positive way. You do have underlying worries about this. So with this Five of Wands, but this is mental infighting that you put on yourself. Sometimes you stress yourself with overthinking things. It's time to step back from overanalyzing this, trying to figure out how are you going to make this right. It's coming to you in a positive way. So it's time to let go of this infighting, this mental infighting you have going on with worry and juggling and contemplating, because I see this balancing out. You got that coming right in the center of the reading. This is a period of time that you're going to be moving in that balance. So trust that energy. Let this overanalyzing, overthinking things, let it rest for a while. Take a break. Put your feet in the dirt. Get grounded. Meditate and find your center again, because everything's coming back in alignment in that balance. You have offers coming your way too with this Four of Cups. These are going to be wonderful emotional offers. These are going to be offers that help open your spirituality, that helps you relax. Take all offers into consideration, not just the first three, the things that stand out most. That fourth offer can have some hidden benefits from it that you didn't see coming. So look at everything very, very closely before you make decisions as opportunities start coming your way. And follow your heart. Your heart and your guidance from your guides are going to lead you in that correct direction. Because your underlying card of this reading is success. You've got this Ace of Swords, setting your truth, setting your power. So it is going to come through. Just don't let that infight in your head. Don't overanalyze things. You must be like me. Your brain never stops. You keep on juggling everything constantly. Let yourself have a break. Get grounded and move forward. Trust in the moment that things are going to go smooth, those offers going to come, and all those dreams are going to be fulfilled. So, what you get, Brenda?
Okay, we got one more here. Got to write in here. That's us. Let's see, 6FX. Okay. Okay. Tracy, you're planning something. She had the King of Pentacles. You've got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, planting something here for your future, but realizing that you have to take your time. This is a card of abundance and seeing fertility and seeing fruition and seeing your harvest coming in. It's that card that says if you're patient, it will happen as long as you stay consistent and keep working towards that goal. You want to leave a situation here. Okay, the Six of Swords, leaving troubled waters and going to calmer shores. And I think you're in the process of planning that. You want to move on from what you're doing and where you are right now in a new direction. And this is a beautiful card that says this is very, very positive and very positive. This is very possible as well, that you will be leaving a situation going to a better one, whether it's a better position, a new job, a relationship move, whatever the case is. You are going to be moving. You are moving on away from something here because you have the Eight of Cups, and that is taking yourself to center, being balanced, one foot in front of the other. You don't have to turn around and look back behind yourself. You're going forward in a positive, brand new direction, but it's taking time. Queen of Pentacles, taking time, leaving troubled waters, heading in that new direction. The Eight of Cups, moving forward. Now you've got the Six of Cups. You could be thinking about your past, the things you've done in the past, who you were with in the past. You could just be reminiscing and romanticizing about the past. However, somebody could be returning from your past or from a distance that you haven't connected with in a long time. You may be getting together with somebody that you had known, a colleague, a friend, somebody in the past, where you'll be able to sit down and laugh about the past and enjoy time together, tapping into your inner child, have some fun. Now, again, slow moving energy, you have the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles is, planning your move, taking your time, but it's also the card of hearing good news. So I do think that you're going to find that you will find a better position coming in. It's just taking time. It's a process, and you're getting your ducks in the row. You're planning something here, Tracy. And if you stay consistent and you do your due diligence, you will see you are going to be moving on in a new direction. Okay. It's going to bring you happiness. It's going to bring you more fertility, more abundance, more time to harvest your money and see things working out in your favor. Now, let's see what your outcome card says. When you continue to reminisce, didn't we have that? We had that with the Six of Cups. Replay or hold on to what could have been. You continue to hold yourself in a place of resistance. Let what was inspire a new way of living, but don't allow it to limit and determine what can be. So let go of that past. Okay. Don't reminisce. I said that. Don't stay in that position too long, thinking about the what ifs, the how comes, and the past. Okay. But I do think you're moving on. I think there's a new beginning here. I think that you're planning that move and you will see it come to fruition. The Queen of Pentacles is an excellent card of positivity and abundance. Okay. So excellent. All right. All right. Did you see what Real Country Woman said? I got to share this. Did you all hear about the raccoon that entered through the roof of our ABC store and drank the liquor and got drunk and passed out on the bathroom? I said, that's hilarious. So then she says, it's true. The police came to see who broke in and found the raccoon in the bathroom. They took him into custody and let him sober up and released him. Isn't that funny? Kathy, turn your mic on. Oh, wait a minute. Turn your mic on.
I was just going to point that out. I was wondering if you saw that pop up. It's absolutely hilarious. Thank you for sharing that.
It's funny, yeah. Poor raccoon.
Yeah, our police department's at work in a positive way.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Okay, you're very welcome, Tracy. Love you, and thank you for coming in again. Yeah, Damara says that's a hoot. Okay, so Izzy, where are you, my friend? Let's go up here. Okay, there she is. What can I expect in my career in the short time, in the near future, in other words, right? Okay. It's on the national news. Okay. I haven't been tuned into it. So because she knows I'm laughing, right? She says it's on the national news. It really happened.
I have so enjoyed lately.
I know. I have too.
I get overlooked, and I'm a news buff, but
yeah. Well,
there's so much garbage in the cycle distracting everything that's more important.
I sent out 5 Christmas cards into the States. Do you know what it cost me? Just under $10 in postage. $1.75 a stamp. Yeah. So
I know
people
I've
think,
sent packages like to Sharon and stuff throughout the years. I mean, this is not recent. Sharon and I have known each other for years. And I sent her a deck of cards that I mailed from the United States, and it was like $45 just to
yeah,
mail
I know it's
one
ridiculous.
deck of cards.
Yeah, yeah.
And it
So
blew
this
my
is like,
mind that,
yeah. Well, I had these cards went out because I'm part of a group called Everybody Loves Italian Coffee Hour, and I've met a lot of the girls when they came over to Niagara Falls, Canada. We got together, the group that lived around this area. Now I'm not Italian, but anyway, all became friends, and so we have a card exchange, right? And everybody gets 4 names or 5 names. And I said to them, I'll put me on the list, but I said, we are going through rotating strikes with our Canada Post. And if it happens to be in Ontario, where I am, then you might get your card in May, for God's sake, So I said, okay. So I sent them out. I don't know whether they've received them or not. But I thought, what is this going to cost me? It was just under $10 to mail 5 cards. They're cards. Like, it's not even a parcel. Ridiculous.
yeah.
But anyway, okay, Izzy B, welcome to our room. And let's see what we have for you. If you're new to us, Lizzie, not Izzy. If you're new to us, please subscribe to our channel. And I know a lot of people scroll and they say, oh, these people are going live. I'd love a reading, which is great. But please check out our channels and subscribe to us because it does help. And give us a thumbs up. It helps all of us out here. And the little algorithm to generate traffic towards our channel. Yeah,
I have my own channel. I read my Saturday program at 2:30 Pacific time, which is 5:30 Eastern time, and then I do a Sunday program following Brenda's channel because she gets so many people in sometimes that she doesn't always get through the complete list with the free readings after completing all the questions. And feel free to come in, joining me. Even if you had a reading with Brenda, come join me. I go through cards for you, and I do, $5 questions and also free readings. And I work with a partner too. That is Dean. He's in the room someplace if he hasn't gotten busy.
Secrets of the Red Moon.
Yes, and he's working primarily right now because he's a very, very busy schedule with his daughter being a senior in high school, and he's got a very busy work schedule.
Yeah, he's a
so he joins me a lot. He hasn't been running any of his own programs through this period of time just because he has so much on his plate. So I love working with Dean. But I will not be on after the program today because I can't read for 4 hours straight. I don't have the energy to do that.
None of us do, that's for sure. Okay, what can I expect in the career in a short time? Okay, Lizzie B.
Well, first card I get for you, Lizzie. I love this card, especially with the question, because I get the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands is you rising above, taking that action, that energy, that creativity, that knowledge, and rising above. So I do see promotion possibly coming your way, or a changing career that's going to allow you to grow and rise up further. I love this energy. It is followed by the action of Wands. So this isn't something you're going to sit around and wait for to happen. You must put yourself out there. You must reach out to make opportunities for yourself. Somebody's not going to come and tap you on the head and say, time to go up. No, you're working hard. You've done the work. You have the knowledge. You have the strength, but you need to take action to make this happen and come to fruition. But once you get that out there, you put those feelers out there, that interest, or even internally into a job opening that comes open, things are going to move quickly, swiftly, because you get that 8 of Wands. Look at all these action cards going fast, moving, go, 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 go. So it's time to do the work, time to get out there and just take all that action. It's going to pay off in the end. Use your higher self, your higher energies. You know that your smaller self has the capability to work at that higher level. So trust in that. You have that knowledge, that energy, that creativity. all these wands around it. It's saying, yes, you're there. You need to move. You need to take action. You have everything in place to make achievements. But final card of the reading is the Spirit of Cups. That is the Messenger of Cups. Continue to go with the flow in your current position and with what's going on around you before you make these changes. You want to glide into this. Just be prepared, take action when needed, and things are going to just allow you to flow right into place where you need to be. So I always love that water energy always coming in. That allows you, I'm a Pisces, Brenda's a Pisces. We live on the current of life.
Water is our air we breathe. It's our oxygen. We can't live without water. We love water.
And so we tend to go with the flow. The underlying card is that false sense of worry with this Five of Swords. But I love this particular deck and the way it depicts that card, because this is a dried up pond, or whether it's nothing there, but there right in the middle of that, you have this cup. Cups are a sign of abundance. So even though you're feeling like you're out in this desert, left out and out, parched, not and worrying and having that anxiety, you got a full cup here ready to bring abundance for you. So that's false worrying. Don't put energy into that false worrying, because your cup is full and it's going to move you in a positive way. And I love the card underneath it. It's hard to tell to pick what this card has on it. This is a bunch of camera flashes. This is getting recognized for your hard work and moving forward. So blessings to you. I love these cards. Trust in the energy, but yes, you're going to have to take action to make it happen. Like, you're driving your own chariot, so more water.
Beautiful. Wow. Okay, well, you have the ability to be in charge of your emotions. You've got the King of Cups. You could be getting wise counsel, information, a leaning shoulder to listen to your any issues you're dealing with. But this is your ideal person: kind, compassionate, loving, and caring. There could be somebody in your life like that. But also, you have the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups could be coming in. This is a card where somebody comes in and sweeps you off your feet. You could be falling madly in love, or they could be bringing something to the table of life that you're going to love, something in the form of an idea, some information. Also, this is a card that says, you're going to be able to connect with somebody here on that level. Or you could be getting an invitation to go to some sort of an event, that like an engagement party or a wedding or something like that as well. But you have the King of Cups, kind, compassionate, caring, and you have someone coming in. You might be, Lizzie, there could be somebody new coming in that wants to connect with you. You've got the Devil in the center position, help, hurdle, or challenge. This is you making wise decisions now, giving up and letting go of things that are keeping you chained down. What is it? Think about it. Letting go of toxic relationships, unfulfilling jobs, unreciprocating friendships, anything like that. You're going to change. It could be something simple. Maybe you, in the new year, you're going to say, I'm going to go on an exercise regime or join a gym or eat differently or whatever the case is. But you have the freedom of free will and mindset to change something that's holding you back. Question yourself, what is it that's holding me back? And let it go. You've got the Two of Pentacles, taking yourself to center, balancing yourself. You could be juggling things right now. It is a busy time of the year. You could be juggling your personal life with your work life and trying to fit everything in on your calendar. Remember, write out a priority list. Be mindful of your time management. Don't push yourself so hard. You could be subjected to making two decisions, choices, offers, and options. But I don't think you're going to have a hard time. I think you know what it is you want right now, and you'll be able to do that. You need to take yourself to balance, okay? Slow down and think about what it is you really want. Now, in comes the Page of Wands. Yes, a new offer, an opportunity. Here, this is something that you need to think about, take action and go towards, be enthusiastic about. It's good news about something new coming in. Okay, so you and the wands are all about you going after that goal. Don't hold back. Something new is coming in, and again, there could be a couple of options that present themselves. You're tired of this. You're walking away from toxic situations that aren't working for you. Okay, coming in with your final card, what does it say? You're going to be celebrating something very special soon. You'll be so full of joy and happiness. It will be almost seem out of this world how suddenly it all happens for you. Be ready for it. Expect it. It's happening. So something good's coming in because you've made a decision to let go of something that isn't working, and you've opened the door and the portal to allow this new beautiful energy to come forward. Wow, beautiful. Thank you so much, Lizzie. Okay, hello, Cindy. Welcome to the room. We are getting ready to close down and shut down soon, but because we're over our time now, we've been out here over an hour and a half. So we are going to give Damara a couple of cards. We're going to give Real Country Woman a couple of cards because she's been in the room the whole time as well, and she's had many readings with us. Yes, you can. You can have a card for sure. But Damara is one of my monitors. She's beautiful. She's here every week. She can be here, and she just brings this room so much joy and peace. And I know that if she would keep the wolf off our door if we needed her to step up. So Damara, we love you. And let's pull a couple of cards for you. See what we have here for you.
So this is Damara?
Yeah.
Right. Well, Damara, I get for you the Spirit of Wands. That's that messenger of wands. It's telling you the opportunities you need to be taking action and taking a step forward. But in the process of this, don't overtax yourself because it is followed by the Temperance card. It's time to do some self-care. So as you're moving forward and taking action, don't go overkill on the action that you take. You have that beautiful creativity. I mean, you're light, you're creative, you're talented, but it's time to also do self-care, take care of your health, take care of your rest, take care of your body. Cold and flu season, make sure your vocals are, and we know you sing, take care of your vocals. Just make sure that you're in good health and you're taking good care of yourself. So it'll allow you to move forward in a positive light. So blessings to you.
Beautiful. Okay, so Super Chat room is closed to any more Super Chats coming in. Okay, guys. All right. Let's see what we've got. My beautiful Damara. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, big change. You got the Tower. Something's happening here. You're definitely going to have the ability. There's going to be some changes being made, and you're going to adapt to that. You want a better, bigger, stronger, firmer foundation. Something comes crashing down or ends quickly because it really wasn't on a firm foundation. If there was some sort of offer you thought you were going to be working on, you're going to find there's going to be a change here. Something's going to happen all of a sudden, but it gives you the opportunity to see the light, what you really want to do. And you're planting your seeds, wondering when it's going to happen. This is the Seven of Pentacles, waiting for that to happen and come in. Okay, but don't lose faith. This is it will come in. It's a process. Something's coming towards you, but it's divinely timed when it's going to enter your life. So you're going to be making some drastic changes all of a sudden as you move through this new year, as you approach it. There's going to be some shifts and some changes with what you've been doing lately. And you will see growth. You're making an investment in your future now for that to happen. Final card. You can't do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. Change comes from thinking thoughts you've never thought before, showing up to meet them down the street you've never walked before. Yeah, this is all about change. You're going to be doing something differently now, something totally different. But I see it as a good thing. Okay, I see it as a good thing. All right. Okay, and our next one is going to be, and our final one is going to be a New Country Woman because she's been, hello, Carla Green, welcome. Oh, Carla Green. Carla Green, she's subscribed to my channel, so we have to give her a couple, okay? Carla Green, we're going to give you a couple.
You know me, I'm guilty. I always feel like I need to stay on it.
You are a member on my channel, so I'm definitely going to give you a couple of cards, okay, sweetheart? Yeah. See, if people sign up and they become members, they get priority here as well. Oh,
I would like to get my numbers up there so all my buttons would come on and I could do the memberships and stuff. But the plus side is because I don't have that big audience base yet, as I'm rebuilding my channel.
You will.
It allows me to read for everybody. without
I
the.
love how you read, Kathy. I love working with you. You know that, and
Oh, I
you
do.
deserve to get more than what you have right now, for
You
sure.
know, I've had so much on my plate this last 2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
your
yeah,
health.
my channel is building
Yeah,
slowly. It's a slow little steady pace. I enjoy it. I enjoy the new people that come in.
I know.
I welcome anybody to come in and join me. I always do my show right after Brenda's because of like today, we have a time constraint because we will not exceed 2 hour mark at the maximum because then it takes a lot of energy out of us.
Yeah.
But you can always jump over on my channel, even if you don't view regularly, and come and get a reading from me. Dean's on with me a lot on Sundays. He's not, but on Saturdays, Dean and I work together, and then Sundays I do my spiritual reading. And I pull postcards from spirit and different oracle cards along with the readings. So please come over and join me. I really enjoy. I love reading blindly on people that I don't have a long-term relationship with because it really keeps my skills sharp. So, and I love the new people. And if you want to subscribe to my channel and come in anytime,
yeah,
you're always welcome. So,
yeah. Okay, Carla.
Okay.
What do we got for Carla?
For Carla, okay. Well, I've got a new beginning for you, Carla, because you've got the Fool card right off, and this is not saying you're a fool. No, this is saying this is the end of a cycle, and you're starting a new cycle. So it's time to clean off your boots and take that leap of faith as you move forward into this new cycle. Because I feel like really positive energy is going to come forward because the next card following this is a card of you planting your seeds with the Seven of Pentacles. Plant those seeds. This is going to start this new cycle. It's going to move you forward in a very positive light as you plant your seeds are going to grow. They're going to reap. This is going to bring you financial stability. This is going to bring opportunities towards you in this next cycle. So get your seeds out, get your hoe out, turn that soil, nourish it, and plant those seeds and decide what direction you want to. Part of doing that is putting that out of fruition, seeing what you want to achieve, putting that out there, asking your guides for help, and bringing opportunities and success and abundance towards you. Always keep those messages going in a very positive light. Don't make them a negative message because guys don't hear the word not, don't, no. As long as you put it in a positive phrase, I would like this to come towards me, as long as you never say, I don't want an alcoholic. Then hear the word don't. You'll get an alcoholic to teach you a lesson, for example. But keep everything positive. Put it out there. Plant those seeds and create that next journey. And it's going to bring you in a very, very positive light, though. So
Beautiful. Okay, Carla, you're moving on. You're going in a new direction. You're in the process of balancing yourself with the Eight of Cups. You're not there yet. One foot in front of the other. You're coming to a decision. It might even only be a mindset right now that you want to move in a different direction. You want to walk away from something right now. Don't turn around. You don't need to go back there. Okay. You can make these changes to go forward. You're moving on, definitely. The card that came with that, I just love this, how spirit works. The past is behind you now, and drop the fears and doubts. Even though you may feel a little uncomfortable at the moment and slightly anxious over what is coming next, you are being urged to bring yourself back to the present moment. Your recent prayers have been heard and are currently being worked on. Yeah, I think you're wanting to move in a new direction away from something that isn't making you happy. And they're saying it's going to happen. So beautiful, Carla. I'm glad that came.
that was though. This is a beginning of a new cycle. Can I pull a postcard for the collective here for everybody?
We got Real Country Woman to do, and then we're done. And then you can do that.
I'll go ahead and pull it because I popped one out for the collective.
Okay.
That's Real Country Woman.
Okay.
I haven't seen you in a while, Real Country Woman. You come onto my channel from time to time.
Okay, let's see. All righty, let's see what we have here for Real Country Woman. All righty.
Are we doing a 2-card, 5-card?
2 cards, and then if you want to do that final card for the collective, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so I love these cards.
You do your 2 cards, I'll do my 2 cards, and then you pull that collective, okay?
Yeah, I did pull the collective. Okay, coming right in on this, they're telling me you have the 10 of Cups, that abundance, a happy family, that beautiful orchid energy moving forward. You're going with that flow of life, and you're enjoying the creativity, your faith, your spirituality. Everything's just coming together. I feel like you're going to have a wonderful holiday period of time. But my card is coming out to those that know me. This is the card that comes up in almost every single reading I've ever had. Temperance. It's reminding you to make sure you take care of yourself, nurture yourself, be patient. It's time during this holiday season not to take everything on yourself. Ask for that help. Have that abundance. Get a lot of sleep. If you feel like you have a cold coming on, rest. Nurture yourself so that you can be there for others, and ask people around you for help. It's time for you to take care of yourself and put that energy into you as well. Blessings.
Beautiful.
Brenda.
Real country woman, you're moving on. Victory after hard work and struggle. Something's going to pay off. You're going to see the dividends coming in, the rewards, and the return for something you did. It's almost like people are going to be there giving you that attaboy, attagirl pat on the back and congratulating you for something that you've done. You're getting recognition for something great. And it says here, what is meant for you won't pass you by. You will never have to force something that is truly meant to be. Trust in the perfection of divine timing and allow your life to unfold as it should. Whatever comes, let it come. Whatever goes, let it go. So you know what? You're making some great accomplishments, real country woman. Beautiful.
Okay. And I did pull a postcard from Spirit, and these postcards have themes on them. This one is under the theme and messaging of you are not alone. Not a category that comes up very often. Okay, it says, dearest you. It says, there are times you get lost, but refuse to see your part in the things. It happens to everybody. Sometimes we feel familiar, but sort of off. If you're feeling confused, or it's best to throw away, it is best to throw away that and the map you're using, which only lets you navigate based on your past experiences. That isn't what you need right now. Instead, take a deep breath and open up to truth. A desire to stay in denial means that part of you doesn't want to be responsible for the patterns that's shown up in your life. I'm sorry, I'm having...
That's okay. Just take
a glitch in my reading today. I think it's my vision. Yes, this is the right time to wake up and start again. By the way, you will always get another chance. You have unlimited chances to start again. We love you so much, and we really do. Be gentle with yourself. Coming out of denial takes a big temporary blind by a super bright light. Allow your eyes to adjust, carry on, and special ones, a beautiful life awaits. Loving you so, so much. You know, I have been through this deck once. I do not remember ever reading this card.
Wow.
What an unusual message. Yeah. I think we're all moving a great light, though, because I feel like with all the stress our countries have been under, and so much financial changes, and so much worry about not just America's economy and Canada's economy, but worldwide economy, and how America is having negative impacts. It trickles through the world. Let's be truthful about this. I think things are going to settle down. We're not buying into the over-exaggeration of the holidays. We're being frugal. We're being peaceful. I think as a collective, it's bringing us all together in that love energy and letting us see what is most important to us in the life. And it's not that this is not that Christmas of greed and snatching and grabbing, which is mostly an American thing. I think we overkill in Christmas and gifting and stuff like that. It's a time to be frugal and make what is important. It's friendships, family, love, togetherness, unity. invite somebody over that doesn't have a family around them, open your doors and open and that energy of love around, and we can make the best of times, be frugal, but yet still be supportive of each other in our community. I just want to, bless everybody for this time of year, these holidays coming up, and know that we have change coming soon. 2006 going to be 26 is going to be tough, but it's going to also be a time of great change, and it is coming. And I see, I can say this:
we're living in amazing times of change right now.
We came to be here for this person.
We're going to see things in this next year that we have never seen before in our lifetimes. A lot of it has to do with AI, has to do with the Vatican, has to do with religious structure, has to do with politics, has to do with what's up there in our orbit. So it's amazing times, and they have proven that success doesn't come through the brain; it comes through the heart. And we're all going to be getting together, and we're all going to be joining on a heart level. It's amazing. It really is. We're living in really unbelievable times, and I believe that, at the end of the day, things are going to be coming out clear in the open, and we're going to get together as we should, as the collective, as a unit, and stand together. Not this separation anymore. Things are changing. We're going to find this is going to be an entirely different year in 26. You mark my words, and Kathy sees it too, and so do other intuitives are seeing this change coming in.
And one of the things we need to remember is, and it's something my guides keep on telling me to put out there, is we need to keep our faith in on our now and in our communities. That truth, that faith, keep that, stay in that light, spread that energy around. It gives us strength to stand up for what we believe in and to keep faith that things are going to be moving very positively forward. What one man can destroy in a year, it will take time to rebuild. But when we rebuild and have faith that we are going to achieve that, it's going to be so much better after we complete it.
Yeah,
so,
for sure. Well, guys, we want to thank you so much. There's still 10 people in the room. I want to thank you all, and please send your prayers and your good wishes to Ann Ellis as she's overcoming this cold that she's got. And Ann would have been here come hell or high water if she could, but for her to come to me and say, I think I'm going to opt out of it, I said yes. Take all the time and let your angels heal you. So send her lots of love and healing. Thank you so much. I'll be back here again next Sunday, God willing, at 2 p.m. again. And hopefully Ann's feeling well. But you know what? I love, love, love working with my beautiful Kathy here. And you guys.
Thank you for reaching out anytime.
So I want to thank all of you. And thank you so much, Kathy, for your beautiful friendship and for your gifts that you come in with all the time and your beautiful readings. I love you.
Same back there too. So
we swim in the same waters, being the fish, and we go.
She is my rock too.
We go deep sometimes before we surface again, but we're there to support each other. So have a great week, guys. Don't push yourself too hard. Remember, safety first. And we love all of you. And your videos are out for next week now. Hi, Marby. Love, 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 and thank you so much. And we'll see you
weekly videos.
Take care, guys. Bye.
Bye. So great reading with you today.